Hi there, BJ from Christie's RV. Today we're going to go through the 2017 Jayco Eagle 339 FLQS. So we'll start up the front. Compartment here. Large storage area. It does go through to the other side. Light here for inside. It also has a cable output and an AC power output. So if you're wanting to hook up a TV outside, you get that there. And there's a little spot here to pass the cords through the bottom so you can close the access door. Another compartment here, 30-pound propane bottle. Up front, you have more storage under here. You also have your dual 12-volt battery stored in there. Far side, you have your other 30-pound propane bottle. You do have a crossover regulator here. So right now it's pointing to this hose, which is pulling from this bottle, so it shows the green. If we switch it over to the other bottle, which is also full, it shows green. So depending on which one you're pointed to, it'll tell you if it's full or empty. The other side of your storage compartment. Inside here you have your 50 amp power cord that plugs into the back there on the trailer. You also have your park adapter, so if you have to down to 30 amp. You have a 12-volt battery shut off here, so when you're not using the trailer you can shut your batteries off just like that. Here's where all your water connections are and your inputs for your cable, your satellite. So you have an outdoor shower here. You have a pump button here to turn the pump on to use that, and then you have all your valves. So depending on what you're doing, if you're dry camping, using city water, if you're winterizing, if you're filling up your tank, the valves are all here, so you have to turn them in coordination to how the picture shows. And then you have your connections. So you have your city water connection and your other one. And you also have a solar connection here, so it's ready for a solar panel. And there's a switch here. I don't know what that switch is for. There's a switch light here. This switch here must be for the front lights. Let's go take a look. Nope. Not sure what that light switch is for. We'll have to figure that out. So I have the two slides on this side already out. So you can see those are out already. Right here is the vent for the fridge. So you want to keep this area open. Don't pile nothing here. That's where the fridge gets its ventilation from. Here we have the back of the hot water tank. So you have your drain valve here. Before you pull that drain valve, make sure you release the pressure from the tank. You have your exhaust for your furnace, and here's that 50 amp plug. So that's a twist lock. You just slide it in, give it a little twist, and then there's a ring that you lock onto that. The ladder on the back to access the roof. Your spare tire is located underneath on this one. You also have a mount here for a barbecue. And there's a gas hookup down below here. So if you happen to purchase a barbecue with it and there's a quick connect hose, that's where that's going to go. So this slide here, I have it just partially out so I can show you how they move in and out. And I didn't open the front slide on this one side either. So this trailer comes equipped with a remote. The remote looks like this. And power it on. Default code is 4 zeros. And then it gives you all your options here. So we have a light option. So if you look up top here, that turns on the light under the awning. You have your slides, 1 and 2 are the other side. Slide 3 will be the front one that's right here, and slide 4 is the back one there. And then you also have your awning. So your awning in and out. So just like that, and then back in. And back to the main menu. I'm going to pick slide out 3. And I'll show you this one. So you see that slide out's coming out now. So that one's all the way out. Then we're going to go back. I'm going to pick 4. We'll continue to bring that one the rest of the way out. And that one's all the way out. On this slide out too, I forgot to show you, there is another storage compartment here under there, and that does go to underneath the master bed, so you can access it from the inside or the outside. And then here, just below the door, there's another compartment, metal box. I'm assuming for your wheel chocks or your leveling blocks you can put in there. And inside you have your stairs stored away here. Before we do that, we're just going to close that box up. Like that. So you have a handle here, it's a twist, there's little locks so you can see. Stairs aren't too heavy, they're pretty manageable. So they do have adjustable feet on the bottom here. There's a pin, there's holes, so you can adjust the height of them. What you want to do is you want to get them down as far as you can so that this piece here is sitting flush with the sill. So what happens is the door will close and it's going to drag on the bottom here and cause damage. So again, just make sure that's as far down as you can get that. So inside, right here, is where that remote goes. So if you're inside, you can also do it from here. So if you have to do your awning or anything like that, it's all right here in your light switch. So when you bring in slide 1 and slide 3, there's an ottoman here. You just flip it up in between the two couches, otherwise it won't fit. If it's laying like this, it'll jam up. So you want to make sure it's just flipped up out of the way. Like that. So you have your large living room with your two couches. You have your big TV. There's a fireplace here. Manual controls all right here for it. And you have your AM, FM, DVD, CD, all that stuff's here. There is a speaker selection A, B, and C. So you have your outdoor speakers and 2 sets of indoor speakers. This is your, like I said, your DVD player. It also has Bluetooth, auxiliary. So this pretty much is your entertainment for the whole trailer. Light switches underneath here. So you got lights. Both slides have that. Your converter here, just up by the stairs. So you have have all your AC breakers, your DC fuses. Something's not working, just come check this, make sure first. You have your switch here, this is for the ceiling fan, that's the power for the fan. And you have your thermostat here, pretty self-explanatory. You want air conditioning, you go to cool. You have a fan control, so if you just want to run the fan just to circulate the air, and you have your heat, and of course you have your fan auto, so it'll shut on and off with the heat or the cool. So if the cool shuts off, the fan shuts off. If you leave it on the on, it'll just stay on all the time. So, and then of course your adjustment for your required temperature. Large double door fridge and freezer. So the fridge is one big one with double doors. The freezer is actually two separate freezers. So you have your buttons here, turn it on. So it's on LP. You can set your mode to auto or AC. So what happens is when you put it to auto, what it's doing now is it's searching for electricity. So if you're not plugged into 110 AC, it's not going to, it'll automatically select gas if it doesn't feel that. So auxiliary, you have LP, or you can set it to AC, set it to LP, and it lit. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but it just lit on the gas. And then you can set your temperature to whatever you want it on. So again, your modes, you have automatic, which automatically search for AC. If there is no AC present, it'll switch over to gas, or you can select AC yourself or select gas. So if you know it's plugged in, you want it running on AC, pick AC. But if the power happens to go out, it's nice that it's on auto, it'll switch to gas for you and keep your stuff cold. Show it. Okay, you have your stove top and your oven. So the stove top has a sparker, so you just turn your valves on and it lights. The oven itself has to be lit with a lighter or a match. So inside, in the far back there, you see where right up in here the pilot light will be. So you just turn this knob to pilot, hold it in, and then light that with a match. Once that lights, you can turn it to your required temperature. You have a light, hood fan, more lighting underneath. Your microwave, just like you do at home. Lots of storage area. There's a door here on the edge of the cupboards. And that's your override for your remote. So you have all your slide rooms here. You have your awning, you have your awning light, and then you have your water pump. So that's your pump. If you are hooked up to city water, you don't need that. But if you're hooked up and if you fill your tank up and you're somewhere where you don't have running water and you need a pump, that's all you do. Turn that on. You have your water heater, so you have gas and electric, and you have your indication for your tanks. So if your battery level, so right now we're on full charge for the batteries, water is nothing in it, and the tanks will have nothing in them as well. And then there's your slide outs. So again, extend and retract. So if you watch up front, we'll bring in the one slide. So that one's all the way in. So like I was saying, if you see the ottoman here, when you bring that slide in, there won't be enough room. So you're just going to store it like that. Then we can bring in, so again, slide room 1 is that front. I'm looking forward, left hand side. Slide 2 will be the slide with the fridge and the stove. Slide 3 will be the forward right. So you'll see I'll bring that other one in now. Okay, so as you can see, not very much room there. So if you had the ottoman the other way, it would not allow the slides to come all the way in. So that's both front slides closed up. Again, light switch for that area. And all those lights are individual, so you can, these ones here are on a separate switch from the rest of the kitchen ones. So you can have them on or off. Up top is your fan. You do have a smoke alarm up here. You can test, make sure it's always working. And over here is your awning, or not your awning, I'm sorry, your antenna. So you just push that in and turn. So if you're running just the TV on antenna and you're trying to get a station, you can turn the antenna, try to get it clear. And there is a vent up top here, just a manual one, so you just turn that crank to open that up. USB charger on the counter. So back here you have your bathroom. There's a door here with a lock on it, so that's a travel lock. So you want to make sure that door's in lock position when you're traveling. All your light switches, so you have one for this behind the mirror. You have a little blue accent light up here, so it's that, and then your main light. And you also have your controls for your fan, so you have a vent up top. You can close it, open it, and then you have your fan switch. There's your toilet. There's a pedal here, so when you want to flush, you just step on it. Allows the water to flow, and it will drain. So the back bedroom, again, this is slide number 4. So you have lights, one button, one press is blue. If you hold it, you get the white reading light. So you see the hinges here. The mattress is still brand new and the box not opened. This lifts up. And this does give you access to that storage area I was showing you. And you also have your other 2 chairs stored under here for the table set. Light switch on the wall here. So you have a TV. You also have a docking station here, USB charging. There's an emergency exit out back. So in case of emergency, there's a handle here. You just pull it, lift up, pull towards you, push out. And if you push that all the way out, there's no stop, it'll open all the way and then you can climb out. That's the bedroom. So again, that's slide number 4. So we'll go back to that panel. See here, slide 4, or you can use the remote. The remote allows you to stand here and kind of make sure there's nothing in the way and you can watch. Or if you're outside opening it, you can see what's going on outside. So bring that one in. You'll hear it click when it gets to its full extent. Just like that. It's all the way. So So yeah, you have 2 chairs sitting here. The other 2 are under that back bed. This table does lift up. Has a leaf that slides out, makes it bigger for you. Plenty of storage area. There's also over here a GFI plug. So this GFI plug will protect any of the wet areas. So this sink, bathroom plug, or a plug that's outside on the outside of the trailer. So if they trip, this is where you got to come to reset it. So you see the GFI, there's a little red light with if it's tripped. Pantry area. CO detectors down here. So we're going to test that just like your smoke alarm. There's a test button. Hold that. Make sure it does its cycle. It's pretty much everything. More storage. Lots of storage up top as well. A fire extinguisher down by the door here. So yeah, pretty much everything you need to know. So we're going to bring that second slide in. So again, like I said, front left is 1, this one will be 2, one on this side is 3, and the back bedroom is 4. So we're going to bring in number 2. There you go, that's all the way in. Again, your main light switch for these lights. That's everything. Hopefully you enjoy the new trailer and congratulations.